answered what were you and Dumi doing in the bathroom. Are you upset about Dumi and Liama? Hey man. It's your girl Ubu Shebi, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I got myself a little drink because I might need it. I actually want my hair down. So, you guys did send me a lot of questions. A lot of questions. And quite frankly, most of them are quite repetitive. But then again, I understand you guys want to know the tea. So today I'm bringing the tea. We're going to get started with the first question. I think I want to deal firstly with questions that are based on me before I get into other questions. Disclaimer, I sent out this questionnaire a week ago. I'm answering it a week after. So these questions, some of them, like, I'll just put this out there, like, these questions were asked a week ago before even Dumi's eviction, so I'm answering it after his eviction because I was only able to record the video today. So some answers are going to be: first question, would you go back to Big Brother Mzansi if you were called? So would I go back to Big Brother Mzansi if Big Brother had to call me back? I probably would, but I probably would. It was a very nice, fun experience. You get to meet a lot of different people. You learn a lot about yourself. It's fun, man, to just be in a space where you don't need to worry about anything or about anyone. You're just living your best life. You're having the time of your life. It's Saturday night parties, Thursday night pool parties. It's games night. You get to play games to win like just 5K and 10K that no one's just gonna give to you. It was a nice experience, you know. Mine was a bit short-lived because I was only there for 4 weeks, but man, I would probably go back, especially if they had to call me back in my season, like this season. I probably would. Like, I would. For the fun of it, I would. What are your plans from now on? So my plans from now on, post Big Brother, are obviously I've already started with my content creation journey. So my YouTube, now that I've officially launched my YouTube channel, because I've been saying for years, I want to do YouTube. Now I'm finally in the YouTube space. So yeah, my plans were just to get into content creation, YouTube, mostly just live my best life with a camera in my face. That's all. Because I love vlogging. I love to vlog. I love curating like little moments and little videos. So yeah, those are my plans from now on. Obviously growing more from that, like starting a business. There are a couple of business ideas that I have. Growing my social media, following, but like there's just so many things. But I think for right now, I'm focused on the two major things I'm focused on are my content creation and my YouTube. And obviously, like, I do have 2 degrees that are just sitting around that I am gonna also put to use. I do want a job. I do want a little 9 to 5, you know, to keep me steady. So what are your dreams and aspirations, and how do you make sure that you achieve them? So my dreams and aspirations are obviously to be the okay, I'm not really going to share what my dreams are, but I aspire to be successful. I aspire to accomplish each and every one of my goals. I aspire to give back to my family. I aspire to give back to my community. I aspire to be able to inspire people around me, and more importantly, I think I just aspire to live um, truthfully to who I am. Yeah. And how do I make sure I achieve them? Okay, how do I make sure I achieve my goals and my aspirations? I think with me, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I try to, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but usually I have a lot of anxiety. So if I don't get something done, like I'm always anxious about it, like getting it done and getting it done the right way. And I fixate on things. I do sometimes behave like a perfectionist, but I don't think I'm a perfectionist. So, um, yeah, I basically live in survival mode most of the time because I'm always trying to survive and I'm always trying to get things done. I think that's what pushes me more than anything. Hey babes, please take us through your uni life and how you were able to maintain good grades. So, uni life was crazy. I studied at Wits University for 3 years in my undergrad. I did a Bachelor of Science in Construction Studies, and then I did my postgrad in 2025, a Bachelor of Science Honors in Quantity Surveying in the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment. So that is a hectic faculty, especially at Wits. But we pulled through, we made it, and I'm graduating soon for my honors degree. Um, Honestly, I won't lie to you. I've always been sort of, I wouldn't say the smartest person at school, but I was always like top 10 in high school. I'd go to your honors evening, like, like those like awards and achievements. Like I did quite a lot in high school. So I wouldn't say I was the smartest person, but I worked really hard and I knew what it is that I wanted. And then once I got to uni first year, I applied that same sort of discipline, but then I quickly realized that uni is nothing compared to high school, and you have to actually apply yourself even more and stretch far beyond your limits. So I failed a couple of times. I failed a module. I failed a couple of tests. I remember my first test, I think I got like 30 something percent, and I was like, this is not me. Like, this is not Mushe. But I could, like, because of mentors and like students that were in higher grades, especially our school council, like they just told us it's normal. Like you're not gonna get it on your first try. It's uni, it's completely different. There's a reason why, not a lot of people make it through. So first year was pretty shaky, but I got through it. I think I passed on my 50 in first year. 50s, like 50s, 60s. I think I got only 1 or 2 modules of 70s. Second year was my hardest year of university. Second year, wow. Second year, I thought I was repeating a year. Second year, I had to do supplementary exams. Like, it was just a lot, but I pulled through. God pulled me through, honestly. Third year was pretty smooth because I think by third year in my undergrad, I already knew what it is that I wanted. I knew that I wanted to do my honors the following year. So I pushed from the get-go. I really fought hard. And then came my honors year. I pushed even more, but honors year, I had a lot of fun. I won't lie, last year I had a lot of fun. But I was still able to like balance out everything and still get good grades. And I think more than anything, it's the biggest thing about university is just time management. Just manage your time, and you'll make it through. If you want to go partying, but know that the following day you're gonna wake up at 6 a.m. and start studying. If you want to go out with your friends, but set time to study. I think that's just what uni is honestly about, just managing your time, because you have a lot of free will. And if you're a person that is not able to manage your time, baby, you will be in trouble. Why did I enter the Big Brother competition? Okay, why did I enter the Big Brother competition? I entered Big Brother because, firstly, it wasn't something that I did. So my friend sent me a post. She was like, "Hey, Big Brother auditions are open. I think you should apply." I was like, me, Big Brother? Okay, I'll try it out, I guess. And I remember I recorded my video, My video took me forever because I was nervous. I kept redoing it. And then at some point, I remember just praying. I was like, God, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Like, I submitted my video, I submitted my pictures, and I was done. But I entered it essentially. I think the deciding factor for me to even do the video and the pictures was I do honestly want a platform. I want to be recognized. I want a platform to build or to build according to the dreams and aspirations that I have for me. And I thought Big Brother is one of the biggest platforms. So why not? So I took a chance, and look at where the chance led me to. Like, even till this day, I don't believe like that, I did that and that I was there. I even sometimes, now that I'm even post house, like out of the house, I think I think this is the third week since I've been out. I still don't believe it. Like, and people recognize you. Like, people recognize me. I'm like, this one says, "How are you, babe? Are you good?" I am very well, my darling. I am very, very good. Ever since I've been back home, the first week was kind of shaky because you're just getting used to the environment, getting used to being back at home. But as soon as, well, the support system that I came back to was phenomenal. Like, the friends that I have, the team essentially that I have, my parents, my family, my friends, like everyone is just so supportive and everyone is just wanting the best for me. So I've been good. I'm good even right now. Someone said, which brands would you like to work with? Brands I'd like to work with are definitely, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I love me some braids. I definitely love to work with Londi London. Londi London girl, if you're watching this, I love you. I just want an opportunity, please. Let me show you my talent. As well as like obviously your fashion, like Shein or Fashion Nova, like, of course, and obviously bigger brands. Someone said, where are you from? I'm from Boxburg, the East Rand. Hi, Buhle, not a question. I love how you carry yourself. You're authentic and smart. Thank you, baby. What course did you do in varsity? Guys, I did my undergrad in construction studies at FITS, BSc, and then I did my postgrad honors in quantity surveying. How was the Big Brother house? The Big Brother house was amazing. It was fun. It's a great house, a great place to be in if you know what you're there for, and if you're okay with coexisting with other people. Yeah, it's a good house. It's great, but obviously you're not gonna feel great all the time or good all the time, because at the end of the day it's a game. You're not at a house just for the sake of being at a house. It's a game. You're with other human beings that you've never met. You're learning each other, and coexisting with 22 other people is a lot. Someone said, do you watch the show since you came back? Honestly, I do not watch the show. I do not have time to watch the show, but I won't lie, I do see like clips on when I'm on TikTok or like Instagram. I see a few clips, and yeah, maybe I'll watch them, like if it's a 1 minute clip or something. But for me to go and like put in, I don't. But funny enough, guys, let me tell you something. I came back home, right, guys, and I stay at home. I stay with my parents. I came back home and fine, I'm home, it's whatever, it's cool. Tell me why the other day I walk into the lounge and my dad is watching Big Brother. He's tuned in. He was watching, I think, the HOH games, and he loves King Wonder. And he was tuned in, and I was like, this is betrayal. Like, I've left the show. What are you watching? Your daughter has left. But shame. Nah, like I did stay and watch a bit of it with him. But yeah, I wish you could have played a different game in the house. Honestly, I will say this, I have no regrets about the way, and I think I've mentioned this before in an interview, I have no regrets about the way that I played my game. Were there things that I could have done a bit better? Sure. But I don't think that, I think everything happens according to fate and according to predetermined conditions, especially by God. So I don't have any regrets because I know that everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out according to God's plan. Yeah, My game is the game that I played. I think for me, more than anything, I sort of lost the concept of it being a game because I became a bit too comfortable. But that's the environment of that house. Like you can get a bit comfortable. I became a bit comfortable, and it didn't feel like a game to me anymore. It just felt like, okay, I'm with people. I forgot that game. So no, I don't wish I would have played a different game because that was my true authentic self. Quite honestly, that was the real me, guys. The real me. Now I'm gonna go into some Big Brother questions. Okay, let me drink my drink. What is the one thing you look forward to when you finally left, okay, the Big Brother house? Honestly, hey, I didn't look forward to, okay, seeing my family and seeing my friends. I looked forward to that. I was really excited to see my family and my friends. But more than anything, man, when I left, guys, I was sad when I left. I didn't believe it. Like, I was like, eh. So in my mind, by the time I'd gotten home, I hadn't processed that I was home until I think the following day or 2 days later. Then it was like, oh, okay, no, I'm home. But there was nothing to look forward to per se, except seeing my loved ones because I hadn't processed it yet. It's a process, trust me. Have you rekindled your friendship with Shia yet? Looking forward to cismans, bromance. So yes, I have rekindled my friendship with Shia. I've reached out to Shia, and we've been speaking. My girl is good. My girl is thriving, and we are definitely planning to link up. So she's based a bit further from me, but we are planning to link up very soon. But we've been chatting on WhatsApp, and she's good. We're good. Of course, I was gonna go and find my girl. Funny enough is the first I sent her a DM, and she took time to respond. My girl, she took time to respond. I sent her a DM on TikTok. I had no response there. I sent her a DM on Instagram, and then I was like to her, "Hey girl, I told you I'd find you," and then she replied, she's like, "And you did say," and I was like, I found you. Someone said, will you be continuing with Doomy the Barber? Hey, me and Doomy haven't had a conversation as of yet. He recently, funny enough, I posted this question like I said a week before. He just got out, so we haven't linked yet. We haven't had a discussion. There's a lot to talk about. We'll see. I cannot deny nor confirm. We'll see. Do I think my relationship with Dumi would still work out outside the house? I think there are a lot of things to consider once you leave the house. Like, a lot of realities kick in. Like I said, when you're in the house, a lot of things are taken care of. You don't have to worry or stress about anything. But once you leave Big Brother's house, there's a lot of realities to face. I don't know what your day-to-day life is like. There is quite a bit of a distance between me and Dumi. Dumi's from Kwaggafontein in Mpumalanga. I'm from the East Rand in Johannesburg, so there are a lot of factors to consider, I'm not gonna lie. How do I feel about Dumi? Mostly I think I feel the same way that I felt when I was in the house. Obviously, there are a few things that have changed and there are a few realizations that have kicked in, but I think for me it's a thing of, I know the conversations that I had with him and I know what we spoke about, so I would rather really focus on that than anything else. How do you feel about Liema and Tumi's relationship going on in the house? I didn't know that they had a relationship going in the house. Was it a relationship? You tell me. I think you guys all asked me the same, like, are we continuing outside of the house? I think I answered that one. We haven't really spoken. Someone said, who didn't you like in the house? Honestly, I'm gonna answer this question in this way. It's not necessarily about me not liking people. I think I was cordial with everyone. I understand then again that we're all human beings and we're not all gonna get along. And most of the time I'm not gonna understand some people around me. I did not necessarily not like anyone. I think I just didn't like certain things that certain people did. And like I just didn't like the certain thing that you did at that particular moment. But after that, like I could be chilling with you. Like there's people I won't mention, but okay, actually let me just mention this. No, actually let me not mention it. There were certain things that a particular person did, in the house. And for me personally, I didn't like that because I felt like if you were a girl's girl, like you wouldn't do something like that. You know, you say one thing, but you do another thing. You understand me? So I didn't like what you did at that particular moment. but but it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like you. Maybe that was a bit of an exaggeration. It's not that I don't like you, I just don't like what you did. Are there any friendships or relationships you are keeping from the house? If yes, which ones? I'm open to having friendships in the house. I'm open to people reaching out to me. Honestly, in the house, I wouldn't say I have a lot of friendships, but there were people that I gelled with, and I wouldn't. Yeah, there were people that I gelled with, and I'm open to creating friendships with people with most people in the house. Honestly, I'm upset about Dumi and Liama. Um, well, I'm gonna answer this and say, was I upset about Dumi and Liama from the things that I saw? I wasn't necessarily upset. I was shocked, but I was also not shocked. I was shocked, but I was also not shocked. I was like, then I was like, oh, like I was like, you know. But yeah, I wasn't upset, guys. I was just like, nuzzled. I think I was more upset. I wasn't upset about the situation in particular. I was just maybe me being upset was a bit directed to me because I was like, bro. But then again, someone said inside the Big Brother house, have you ever felt like exiting? No, hey, I never felt like exiting because then again, guys, I was there for 4 weeks. I think the game is like 10 weeks. Maybe I would have felt differently in week 6 or week 7, but in the time that I was in, I think also with me, guys, if you notice, like I was very much to myself. I didn't entertain drama like that. Like I stayed in my lane. Like if it didn't involve me, it didn't involve me. But when the night of my eviction came and I left that Sunday, was like I was so accepting. Hey, like I felt a sense of relief, but just a lot of acceptance. And I don't even know what your acceptance yabu happy, but I was very accepting. Do you see a friendship between you and Diddy? Yes, I do see a potential friendship there. Diddy is quite amazing. Man, Diddy's amazing, guys. Also, her being the youngest in the house, but also being able to do so much and be that long in the game. She's incredible. She's a great person. Do you really think Dumi loves you? And then they said, I think he does. Quite honestly, he's said it. He's mentioned it quite a few times to me, especially when we're in the house. I'd like to believe that he does, but saying something, I think saying something and doing something is completely different. You can say you love someone and act a certain way, but more than anything, I think those things will be tested or ought to be tested once you're out of the house. I think in the house, everything is sort of just a game, or Like it's an illusion. Everything that's in the Big Brother house is kind of an illusion because it's not real reality. Like it's not reality. So you can only test certain things after. Like a lot of the relationships that you see in the Big Brother house or friendships, I think the realness of them gets tested outside of the house. So outside of the house, in reality, can you maintain that? Which I think is how I'm gonna answer that same question with Dumi. Someone said, "Why do you?" Oh, guys, and honestly, I've been getting this a lot, and let me address this right now. Someone said, "Why do you hate Liema?" Hate, hate, hate is a strong word. I wish so. I pull out the clip. If I ever said I hate her, please pull out the clip. Put it out, please. Hate, guys. Hate is a strong word. I never once uttered the words of hatred towards her ever. Hate. I do not hate her. And can you guys please also stop saying that like you hate Liam? I do not hate her. Like also I feel like people focus on the things that they want to focus on. In the last week, before I left, let me mention this actually. I do not hate her. In the last week before I left, the theme was we had the separation, right? It was the girls and the boys, and we had the girls camp and the boys camp, and I spent quite a lot of time with the girls, and I got to know a lot of girls. Then I remember I got to know like Trixie, and I was like, Trixie. And I remember me and Trixie having a conversation, and we were like, you're actually really dope. And I was like, you're really dope. Like, I wouldn't have known you, I wouldn't have experienced you if we didn't have the separation. So I think that was honestly the best thing. I got to know the other girls more. I got to even spend time with, Uliema and the other girls. And I even remember because when we were in the group, like we weren't speaking like that. And then I remember I'm not a person who likes to hold. I'm not a person who holds on to grudges or hold on to anything. There was a certain thing that she said that I didn't like. And I remember saying to her, hey dude, it's cool, it's whatever now. Let's just get the wager going. One thing about me, I can push certain things to the side just for the sake of peace and for getting things done. Each job. And I remember saying to her, I think it was the Thursday night pool party or Saturday, but it was after one of the parties. And I was like, I still have to have a conversation with you, Moina. And then she laughed and I laughed. And like, it was that thing of, we're cool, but girl to girl, we still need to talk. And unfortunately, before I left the house, we didn't, like, I left the house. So we weren't able to have a conversation. So I wish we would have, but also I left with peace, like with everyone in the house. And I think also with her it was the same thing, because it wasn't like I was like, like you guys need to stop pushing narratives on social media. How did I feel about Dumi the Barber's behavior when I was at the house? I was not feel how did I feel about it, like seeing clips and stuff? Like I said, I was shocked, but I was also not shocked. I was just like, in the back of my mind, I was like, this one has a lot of explaining to do. Which girls from the Big Brother show are you still going to be friends with? Anyone that's willing to be friends with me, I'm okay with all the girls that were in the house. Anyone that's willing to be friends with me. Hey, wait, there's this one girl that I just thought of. But I shame, as in, love her down. I wouldn't mind being friends with her. Someone said, what were you and Dumi doing in the bathroom? My baby, if you wanted to know, you should have been there. You should have been there. This is my last question. Were you in love with Dumi, or was it just a game? Okay, firstly, I was not in love with him. I did not fall in love. I don't think I fell in love. I think falling in love with someone is something that's very deep. But I did fall for him. I liked him a lot. Yeah, maybe even, yeah. But anyways, I did feel deeply about him. And Yeah, it wasn't a game, guys, honestly. It wasn't a game. I think in the beginning I wanted to play it out like a game, but it wasn't a game. I think I wanted to play a game, but the game played me. That is the end of my video. I just want to give a big thank you to everyone that responded and interacted and engaged rather with my Instagram story that I posted for the questions. Um, Thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for reaching. Thank you for making me get to 1,000 subscribers and even over. Thank you for being supportive, for showing me love all the time. I really appreciate it, and I promise you the content is going to be coming and the content is going to be serving. I hope I was able to answer most of your questions. I couldn't answer all of them because there are quite a lot, but I hope I was able to answer most of them. Keeping on, stay tuned to my platform. Keep being you, keep being beautiful, keep being bold, and please do like, share, comment something nice down below, and do subscribe. It's absolutely free. I'll see you guys on my next video. It's a rip. This phone better be recorded, otherwise